Today's episode of the Just Keep Swimming podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audible is an online audiobook and podcast service offering over 10,000 books and the ability to listen to your favorite podcasts, including the Just Keep Swimming podcast. I personally use Audible all the time and suggest you take a listen to Intentional Living by John C. Maxwell. In this book, Mr. Maxwell shares his story on how he was able to live a noble and purposeful life and gives you tips and tricks so you can do the same. So please start your 30-day free trial now at www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast, all lowercase. Again, that is www.audibletrial.com/JKS podcast. And if you have any more questions or concerns for the Just Keep Swimming podcast, you're always welcome to reach out to us on Facebook or at Instagram at justkeepswimming_podcast, or you can email us at jkspodcast702@gmail.com. And with that out the way, let's dive into it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Just Keep Swimming podcast. This is your friend, your boy, your host, Mr. Adrian Jackson, and we're back at it again with another great episode for you. And you already know who I got with me, the man, the myth, the legend. It's Mr. Fire alarms are back. I can't finish.
I was about to say, I was like,
I'm like, you hear the alarm go from the back of the shit.
You already know who it is, Mr. Untois. How are you doing, Adrian?
Doing good. How about you, bro?
I'm chilling. It's a good day.
I like your shirt, man. King.
Appreciate it. I forgot I had it. It was like buried in the bottom of my dresser and shit. I was like, I need a different black shirt to wear today.
Nah, so I like it. It's pretty good. It's pretty smooth.
Appreciate it.
Yes.
So, we have another very special guest, another close friend of mine that I've known for like 10 years. Back in high school from freshman year. Never mind, I'm not going to say the name. But I have Alondra Ortiz here to join the episode. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Of course, thanks for coming on.
And for the tea.
Yeah.
Sweet cheese man.
Sweet cheese man.
Yeah, well, what was the tea flavor again we had?
Pomegranate white tea.
Yeah. Pomegranate white tea. It's pretty good because I think what I like about it the most, it didn't clump up. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes when I get the flavor tea, like the pomegranates or something like that, once you add the creamer into it, it kind of clumps up a little bit. Yeah. But this didn't clump up at all. Like,
it was smooth.
Yeah.
Sure. And I've been drinking this for a while, but not with oat milk. And like, I'm a changed woman. I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I told you, man. That milk, that cream to your tea. That's how the Brits do it.
Yeah.
Doing all this.
I feel very fancy right now.
Because now you gotta just drink with your pinky out now.
No. With the side of crumpet.
With the side of a crumpet. Yes. Can I get a biscuit? No. Yes. But yeah, Miss Alo, thank you for joining us today. We truly appreciate it. And I believe we have a great topic that you actually suggested.
Yes.
And, it's only right that we bring you on then for this topic. So for today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about minimalism. Mm-hmm. And Miss Alo here is a minimalist?
Yes.
Do you consider yourself a minimalist?
Yes, I'm coming out of my minimalist closet.
Well, I'm glad you can join us now instead of just, hiding it.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people don't know. It's something that I feel like when you tell people you're a minimalist, they think you're living out from a backpack. But that's not really what it is. Minimalist is keeping it minimal for you and making it fit for your lifestyle.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. I was just about to ask you, what is a minimalist?
A minimalist is when you only buy things that are necessary to make you happy. But you know how there was a moment like they were like, what sparks joy? But I don't really see it as a minimalist would see like, what is a necessity? What do I actually need? And then the things that spark joy, I kind of like a luxury.
Interesting. I love it. So when did you start becoming a minimalist? Have you always been this way, or how did this happen?
I feel like naturally I always had that mentality, but didn't realize it until I got older. I actually, I saw, because I know you mentioned it, like you saw a documentary on Netflix about minimalist. So I found the the producer on YouTube. I didn't know he made it, and I'm a lot into personal finance and those types of videos, so I was watching those, and then one of his came up, and then I went into his page, and everything that he was saying was kind of what I believed in, and then I realized he's the producer of Minimalist on Netflix.
Interesting.
And then I was like, that's me. I've been a minimalist my whole life, and that's my lifestyle. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, and I love how you explained that, because like right when I did watch the documentary, when I first started it, that was my mindset at first. Like, damn, this dude might be living out of a box, living on a backpack, walking everywhere. But then, like, no, it was, he has what he needs, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't need a big house. He has a nice little house for himself. Got the car that he needs, you know, the clothes he needs for work, whatever he needs, like that. Like, he was still living life. No problem.
And you can be a millionaire and be a minimalist, but the difference is, it's a millionaire if you feel like I need one mansion, one luxury car. You're still a minimalist, but that's because you can afford that, and that's your minimalism lifestyle.
I was gonna say it kind of depends on your mindset and your standards for living, in a sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, again, you can still be a millionaire and still just live the bare bone. Because I mean, what I imagine, if I had like a lot of wealth, I still just want like a small house in a decent neighborhood with just a decent car. I don't need all of that extra stuff, because I feel like it's a waste of money. So I'd rather do something like more productive or like useful with it, rather than just spending it on grandeur stuff that's not benefiting anybody else.
No. And I think a lot of misconception is that a lot of people think being a minimalist is about being financial freedom, but it's actually about mental freedom.
Yes.
You're releasing the stress of sometimes we put a lot of stress of keeping up with the Joneses in our head. It's like, I need to have this car, I need to have this type of house, I want that type of dog. You know, you put like that in your head, but when you realize that you just have the things that you need, you're so stressed and emotionally free.
Right.
And that to me is a lot more than money, for sure.
No, I find that beautiful, because so it's kind of funny. It reminds me of the book, The Millionaire Next Door, where they talk about the guy in the book pretty much is like, I live next door to a millionaire, and I didn't even realize it, because this guy's driving a basic Honda, and he has one dog, and they still clip coupons and stuff like that. And then now that you explain minimalism, it kind of makes me think about like, that's how you keep your money.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because you don't go splurge it on the trips, or like how Drake said, the girl went to Rome to post pictures for everybody back home.
Right.
And it's like, you're not doing that. No, you're living life to enjoy it for yourself.
Right, because you only have one, and why stress it?
Right. And like, kind of gonna go off of what you said, The Millionaire Next Door. Like, a lot of people don't realize how like wealthy people are just because of the way they carry themselves, especially in like the minimalist culture. Like, essentially, like working at the bank, I'll be surprised to see some people walk in and like have to do some account maintenance on it, but I'll see their bank account and it's like, they got several hundred to like $1 million in their account, and it's like, I wouldn't expect that coming from you, because you kind of look like low-key a little raggedy or something like that. But I mean, that's just your outside appearance. You may, again, just not need all of this new fancy stuff, or need to wear all of this blah blah blah. Right. And I mean, I was like, I think that's cool though, because you're just not wasting money just for looks. Yeah.
Well, the CEO of the company that I work with, he's a millionaire. He's driving around in a Mini Cooper, and he goes to the swap meet. He always says, I don't need luxury things, I just need my things. And he lives his job is very stressful because he's a doctor, but that keeps him kind of like, it evens out.
Right, it balances out for him.
Yeah, he doesn't stress about, he's not a money hungry doctor, and that has made him very successful. And I think it's the minimalistic lifestyle.
Right.
And it also has helped me in other parts of my career as well. Like, I feel like my job is very stressful, and not having a lot of keeping up with the Joneses and comparing myself to others has helped me grow personally a lot more than it has than anything. Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's beautiful, because we all know, of course, a lot of people compare themselves to what they see on social media.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, a lot of people, Johnny and them went out of town, why can't we go out of town? And now the guy's over here breaking his back to try to take his girl out of town for no reason.
Out of his budget,
yeah. He's living outside of his lifestyle to try to fake a lifestyle that he can't really afford or can't really live,
But you know what? It also protects you from people that try to impress you. In a way, because then they're like, oh, you know, last weekend I went here and there, and then you're like, okay, cool, because you see like, that's your thing, it's not my thing. Like you kind of detach a little bit more because you're in your bubble. Yeah. So it has definitely protected me from a few people that are kind of not like negative energy for sure. And it kind of bothers them too that you're not into their stories. Which is crazy.
Because like they make it such a big point for like all the things, like the extra things and amenities that they have, but it's like, well, it allows me to see their heart a little bit easier and like their mindset to differentiate who I should be connecting with. Like, I mean, I know like one of the stigmas today is like, okay, well, do they want you for you or the lifestyle that you have?
Right.
And it's like, well, if you don't care about the lifestyle in general because you're just living for what you need, what you need, not what you want, but living for what you need, then anybody that's trying to do that, no matter how good they look or anything, you probably just won't click with them at all. And that's just kind of a blessing in its own right.
Right, exactly. Like you said, that's keeping up with the Joneses right there. Like you're trying to impress people that you don't need to be impressing. You know what I'm saying? You need to impress yourself and really ask yourself, what do I need in life to make me happy?
Right.
You know, like shit, like you said, recently I'm gonna get the PS5, and since I got that shit, I'm like, I feel accomplished. Like I can't think of no other things that I want right now.
Yes, so don't get me wrong. Like I still like great quality, expensive things, but I realize that I'm more patient. Like I have more patience with myself, where I don't stress about it. I save up for it, and then I get it. So for example, like remember my couch that I had that I bought from Amazon? That I was like, this is Mr. Right Now, but it's not my actual couch that I dream of. It was the temporary solution, and I wasn't stressing out. I was like, okay, I'm the couch that I want. I'm gonna save up. I'm gonna get that couch. But it was like, it's a great couch.
No, it's a good one.
It's a really everybody loves my couch,
couch.
And it's an expensive couch, but I save up for it, and I was like, okay, and I got it. Now that I have it, I feel like, so I still like great quality, expensive things, but I don't have that pressure. Like I need to get in debt to get this. I need it right now. Like no, it's like once I get it, that's all I need, and I'm good. I still like jewelry, like nice jewelry, like. Also the thing, like you would never see me at Forever 21 buying their jewelry. Like I will go to a jewelry store and buy jewelry, but I'll wait until I can afford it. Yeah, like so there. It's just minimalist doesn't mean that I'm like, you know, that you're cheap, or no, it just means that you're more patient. You kind of make it fit for you. Yeah. I
was gonna say, it kind of reminds me of the way my mom explains like the budgeting, and it's like, yo, it's not necessarily strapping down to where you can't eat and you can only eat like sandwiches during the week, and then you know, you can only use your car 3 days out of the week. It's like, no, it's not that. You're just listing out all of the expenses and things that you need to like pay for, and then also allotting yourself like some money to go out and have fun or do what you feel like you need to do. It's just like, I feel like the minimalist and the budgeting kind of going hand in hand in terms of like making sure you're taking care of, making sure your basic needs are taken care of without going overboard and not knowing what's going on in a sense.
Exactly. Make sure your responsibilities are handled before, like you said, you go out and blow all your money in the club. You know, like
if you come in knowing that you only have a $60 limit, then you're not going to go over that, rather than like, oh, I'll have another drink. I have another drink. Next thing you know, you're black out in the parking lot or something. Or shoot, reminds me of that one Pitbull song. I knew my rent was about to be late about a week ago.
Oh,
you know what
I know
that
song.
I knew my rent was going to be late, but whoever, I'm in the club tonight. It's like, yo, what you doing in the club? You know your rent about to be late, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is true.
So it's like, it's a lot of priorities. So would you say having a minimalist lifestyle is like difficult?
It took practice, because when I started, I was 19. I just moved out, so it took years of practice to get me to where I'm at now. Because it is kind of like, I think of it like a mental hoarder, right? So we hoard these ideas that I need this, or we hoard ideas that I need this to impress, or I need to post this on social media. Like we hoard those ideas. So you kind of, being a minimalist, not only are you clearing your space and your lifestyle, but you're also like mentally
strong,
clearing your mind.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But it took years of practice. Like even now, like every day, I kind of had to look at my life and be like, okay, Aloe, like what do you actually need? You know, like Yeah, that type of stuff.
Or like when you go to the store, you gotta ask yourself, do I actually need this or do I just want this?
Right.
You know, like, I won't use his name, but one of my friends recently, he just bought a brand new car, and it was like, I don't know, I wonder how he still feels about it, because he was like, when I went to go get it, or, the idea of wanting to get it, I was so excited, sitting there about to go get it, it was cool, and then literally when I got the keys and drew off the lot, it was just like, it's just another car.
Yeah.
It was just like, it's just another car now with hella payments on it, with expensive payments on it.
Yep.
And then it was kind of like, well, damn, did that actually satisfy you now? Like, well, so it's not, it makes you question yourself, like, why do you actually get the car?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Was it to really make you feel good, or was it to press others to say that, oh yeah, I drive this, you know what I'm saying, to walk around with those keys in your hand, or walk around with the Jordans on your feet and stuff like that. Like,
Right.
But that's a good point, because honestly, I noticed that lately, like whatever goal I achieve has so much more value to me than before. Like before, like getting, like now it's like, oh, I got this promotion or something. It has a higher value than it did before.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of like you're saying, like once you get that car, it's like, why did I even do that? You know?
I feel like it kind of goes back to like, when you're viewing the people in your circle around you and not being impressed by what they're trying to front. It's like, okay, let's go for the car example, right? Okay, well, why did he buy the car? Because it looks good, it's probably name brand, it's fancy, it goes fast or something like that. But like, if you're a minimalist and coming from that mindset, you're probably thinking, okay, like, what do I like need to improve like my just everyday experience in a sense? And like, I'll use myself as an example. Like for my next car, like I can give a fuck all about like what the brand is. I just want to have Bluetooth connection, bro.
Right.
Like
some people are just like, I want AC, that's it.
Yeah, because I just want to like be comfortable in my vehicle and not worry. I want it to be good. I can work on it on myself, so I don't have to go to the shop and pay obscene amount of money. I just want to have Bluetooth connection, so my quality of life overall is just better. Not to front, because I mean, just because it's clean, every car gets dirty, every car has its problems, so why not just get something that's affordable rather than just something so extravagant that you probably can't even take care of.
Right. No, and that's a prime example, because like, I just got a new car, and it was like, I didn't want payments. I knew that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to look at a lot, because I know they're going to charge me payments, you know what I'm saying? I want some few features, but at the end of the day, I just want something I can roll around, jump on the freeway with no problems, and drive with no concerns, because this 86 El Camino is not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a gas goods and everything, but yeah, I got something under the price that I was looking for, and I'm happy with it. Like, it ain't perfect, like some little nicks and dents, but it does what I needed to do and what I love to do. And then it came with more features, like the Bluetooth feature, was something I was willing to sacrifice. I was like, man, Bluetooth ain't that big of a deal. I'll ride around some CDs if I need to.
And that's why I was like, you even had the the wombo combo. Like, you got the aux cord if your Bluetooth run out, and vice versa. I was like, that's beautiful.
And it came with a sunroof and everything, and I was like, I always wanted a sunroof. It was nothing I wasn't dying for, though. It wasn't like as I was looking for it needs a sunroof. It was like, no, I'm just looking for something. I was looking for something for these standards, and it was like I got blessed with more than I was asking for, and I was like, oh, cool. This is what I need then.
So to kind of like go off of that, right? Although like, since you become like a minimalist in a sense, and I know you kind of mentioned that it kind of frees up mental space.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it kind of frees up room in your life for just in general blessings that you didn't expect?
Yes.
In what ways?
I feel like my emotional connections to people are kind of the biggest blessing that I was not expecting to get from this. Because at first I went in with the mentality like, oh, this is gonna help my finances, whatever. But then you also kind of, once you start having that mentality, you also kind of look at people and be like,
you look them different.
They seem different to me now, and I cut a lot of friendships, and now my friendships that I have now are people that are more mature. They're not minimalist, but they're
more authentic. Though.
They're more authentic, yeah. And to me, I'm like, huh. Okay, like that was interesting that it just happened. It was like a blessing, but my mentality was changing so much that you kind of see, like you kind of grow. I grew out of friendships, I guess I would say, yeah. And it's interesting because it's different for everybody. Like, don't get me wrong. And one day I make it big, and let's say I have a couple million. I want to buy like a race car. Is it a necessity? No, but I do have an emotional connection to it because my grandpa was a race car driver, right? And to me, having like a race car with the number 78, because that was his number. Yeah. And it would be important to me to have. It's a sentimental value. Yeah, it's a sentimental value. That's something that I actually like would love to display. Is it a crazy dream? Yeah. Nobody wants to just have like a race car in the middle of their house to display, right? But that's an interesting dream. But it has it has an emotional connection to me, and it only applies to me. Right. To somebody else, it's not a necessity. But to me, it's not a necessity, but it's a nice one. Right. And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes to get there. So it's different for everybody.
But I mean, I feel like in that specific example, I don't think it's something you gloat about either, though. Like that again, that's just something.
It's something that we'll have in private, right? And only like the people that
know come by and see it and like, oh shit, you got a car in your house.
Because of this.
Because of this. Yeah.
But then that kind of comes back to the friendships, right? Like the good people around me will know that. They would be like, they would look at it and be like, that makes sense. Yeah. We know why she did that. And other people will see it completely different, you know?
Yeah. No, and I fully agree with that because there's a lot of things in my life personally that, shit, if you want to know me, you wouldn't have no idea.
Exactly.
Right,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the whole flag football thing or, you know, the podcast. Like, of course I promote the podcast, but at the same time, it's not something I run to people's faces. Like, I do a podcast, bitch. Yeah. Just check it out, you know? Or
I was going to say, like, specifically about, like, the podcast or, like, my music and stuff. Like, meeting new people and stuff, I don't say it or gloat about it until I get, like, a cool little vibe going with you at first, and then if it gets brought up.
If it gets brought up, yeah, but if it don't get brought up, shit, I'm not even mentioning it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Until you ask what are your hobbies or something like that. But then everybody's shocked when they hear it. Like, oh my gosh, you do that and this and that? I'm like, well,
for how long?
Yeah, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that's more, like you said, sentimental value to me.
Right.
And then, like you said, I feel just me holding that sentimental value to it, it opens up more doors that's going to make it better.
You know how it makes me feel? Like before, I felt like I was like an object of the world. In a sense, and now my world feels more personal and catered to me. Because I'm just thinking about the things that make me comfortable, that make me happy. What do I need? And before it was like, okay, well, they say I need to buy a house by the time I'm this age, or they say I need to graduate college by this age. They say I need to marry by this age. So you're kind of catering to what the world thinks you should be doing. But then now I feel like, oh, I'm going at my pace and doing it how I need to, and I feel more at peace and happy because I'm living for me.
So I love that because so you just remind me of a story in college I had. I'll never forget my homies. Remember when what jeans were they? Not red bottom jeans. Chunky monkey jeans or something.
What was I thinking? Like apple bottom jeans. You had your apple bottoms.
Damn, what were they? Were there like something monkey jeans or something?
I think it was chunky monkey. But I think it could have been. I don't know. I
have no idea what it was. There was some famous jeans that everybody was wearing, that all the rappers were wearing, and everybody was wearing during this time. Like it's around the time when the G-Shock was out. Everybody had the Air Maxes on. You know, 2000 era or whatever. Yeah. So, 2010.
2010s.
Yeah. But, so I'll never forget my homies, they tried to take me to the thrift store because the jeans cost $300. But what everybody do is they go to the thrift store and buy a used pair, but they rock them like they brand new, of course. Yeah. So they was like, oh man, you should go get some jeans, bro. We all getting them, blah, blah. Boy, I put them jeans on. Them jeans was so tight. I was like, nah, fuck it. I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I love y'all my boys, but I would not try to fall in the same style as you guys because this is not comfortable.
And have you guys noticed that anyone who's anyone and is successful, they are so unique and individually themselves.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. They don't cater to the world. They live their truth.
Yeah, 100%. Like I was saying at the gym today. I was in the sauna. And it was just like two dudes. They had I'm gonna call it the douche stash. They had like a mustache right here. Yeah. But they just look like they look like the characters that would dance on TV or whatever, or they look like the dude that would walk up and like, what do you mean? It's my dad's club. Fuck you, you know, like.
Oh yeah, like entitled, like they just have that entitled energy.
And the whole time we're sitting in the sauna, they just talking about these big plans. Yeah, we got her coming out here, wooty woo. Yeah, I'm trying to get her, wooty woo. And they're just like, and it's like they keep trying to one up each other. And I'm just sitting here like, That's what y'all friendship is on? Just partying and trying to one-up each other? Like, y'all ain't talking about nothing deep this whole time I've been here.
Or, like, just authentic.
Yeah, it was nothing authentic in there. It was all about partying and getting drunk and how many girls you got and, this one girl and that girl. And it was just like, yeah, that's not what you want. I don't know. There's something about that just like, these are...
And those are kind of the friendships that I realized I've been cutting up because I was like, why am I trying to keep up with you? It's not a necessity right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, it's not going to make me happy at the end of the day.
I was going to say, it was from what you spoke about last time, I was going to say, it helps with the boundaries.
Yes.
For yourself.
Yes.
And... something I've been working on this year that I planned for like the end of last year was like, for this one, I'm going to go ghost in a sense from like a majority of people because I just want to focus on my shit. I'm not trying to go out all the time. And what I was trying, like I went on the spur of the moment, like in January for like a random Thursday. I was like, I'm not staying out past 12:30. Like I got work tomorrow. Second, after the event, they were trying to get me to come to, there's a rave tomorrow. And like I know it's for my homie's birthday and stuff like that, but like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Like I don't need that right now. Like I need to like chill and get my shit together. Like I need to deal with the anxiety. I need to make sure I'm saving my money, and that's gonna just keep blowing it excessively. Like I only have one plan to go to one rave, but that's because I bought it last year. It's like I'm just trying to focus, bro.
On what you got.
And there's definitely times where it's like it's tempting because it's like, I feel like I want to go out. I've been focusing for a minute, but it's like, no, do I need that? No, I've been enjoying my peace,
right?
And I feel like the theme of my life now is quality, even with everything in my life, even jobs, friendships, discussions. Is quality over quantity. I don't need 100 friends. I don't need $100. I don't need 100 everything. I just need good stuff.
Yeah, peace. The stuff that matters. The stuff that brings you relaxation and makes you feel.
If you go to my apartment, I don't have a lot of things, but what I do have is good quality. And I feel like it's stuff that's gonna last me years. Like it's not. I'm bougie in that sense, but it's not a lot of it.
You wanna keep it 100?
Yeah.
Everything in this apartment that you see, the only thing I bought was the TV, the PlayStation. Probably some of these microphones.
Yeah. Well, not even the good quality microphones.
Yeah, not the good quality microphones. The cheap ones, the ones they're using. But my bed, nope. A few of my clothes, that's it. Everything else is all hand-me-downs from the family. My mom's like, I got some couches for you. The table. I bought the table. But I didn't do the table. But like everything was just like given. And for me, it was like, nah, I don't want your hand-me-downs. I want to get all fresh stuff. It was like, no, you want to give me a couch? Hell yeah, I'll take your couch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to give me a table? We moving out. My brother, the guitar. My brother left the guitar in the house. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna go get some strings on it, and I can't play it, but it look good. But
I was gonna say we were talking about that last night with your table because you got it from Joe.
Oh yeah, I got it from my friend. Yeah. So I mean, I love that table.
Yeah, it's a good table.
It's a good table.
Yeah, I love these couches.
It's a good quality table.
Napping on this couch like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And it's like one of the things that kind of makes my apartment feel homey. And it was like a pass down, and I love it. Like
it came from love.
It came from love too. It came from a good friend too. So,
and and I think that's something that a lot of people they don't want. I don't want no second hand me down.
But that's their mental.
That's what it is. They think they have to have it brand new. They have to have it as clean as possible. I'm the first one. You see the dudes on TV. Look at these brand new Nikes, never worn, and look at the bottom of them. They'd be like, why?
Oh my!
You got 1,000 pair of Nike shoes, and you haven't wearing them. Like, what's the point?
That's like whack.
Shit, I'm getting 1,000. This PlayStation is used. I went to the pawn shop and got that. Like, I was like, I'm not buying it brand new. That's too much money brand new. But on deal, I'll take it on the deal.
A lot of people, when I tell them I'm a minimalist, they don't believe it because of the way I carry myself in fashion. I feel like.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you feel. That's what you feel. That's your minimalist needs for your specific case in the sense,
Right.
You want to look that way because that's your style.
Right.
Yeah, because I cater to myself.
Right.
So I'm the type of girl that I'm not gonna go shopping every day, but when there's an event, I'm gonna spend it on a good outfit, you know, I'd rather do that because then I don't feel limited. I can go to the store and confidently be like, oh yeah, I can pay $50 for that shirt because I like it, not because nothing else, not because I'm impressing anybody. I like it and I can afford it. And I'm gonna get it. Yeah.
Right.
But I'm not like, hey, I'm gonna wear this because it's gonna make me look good, and so is gonna think this of me, right?
You can't breathe in it though.
No.
You can't sit down in it, but I look good as hell standing up in this one pose.
Yeah.
I feel like, man, it's when it comes when you're sacrificing your quality of life is when it really just becomes a problem.
And you know what I get a lot from other girls, like, oh, I love the way you dress. It's like, it's different. Hey, that's
it's different.
Yeah,
exactly.
I live for my mom jeans. I'm comfortable.
Shoot, I was gonna say, like, this watch right here, it was like $40 because of a sale. I was like, oh yeah, what type of watch is that? I was like, it's just a Guess watch. It just looks cool. Like,
I love Guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, real talk. Most expensive things I wear is my crystals I bought, but that's because I just felt I need some crystals in my life to raise my environment, you know.
Right.
But no, I truly understand though, and I think that's part of what makes me semi-minimalist too. Then because I don't go. Food is my downfall.
Same.
Yeah, food is my downfall. If I'm hungry or somebody going somewhere to eat, I'll be like, you know what, I'll go. I sure I shouldn't go, but I'll go though. And then next time I know I spend more than I want to.
Right.
Yeah. But then, like you said, going out, that self-control that you get through it is like beautiful.
Yeah.
Because like my coworkers went out the other day, and I was like, I'll go bowling with you guys. But we going downtown after. Y'all can have that.
Yeah.
I am not going downtown. I'm sorry. They did everything to bribe me. We'll pick you up. We'll pay for your drink. They did everything. I'm like, I'm not going downtown. That's not my MO.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But on the other side of it, right, the way I perceive people, it's a whole lot different. Because like somebody, let's say they're trying to impress me with what they have, and then I kind of ask them more like personal questions, right? Because to me it's quality over quantity. So to me, I look at the quality of the person.
Right.
I don't care if you're wearing a Louis Vuitton whatever, or I don't care if you got your Levi's from the thrift store. I really don't care.
Yeah.
You can be anywhere in your life right now, but what do you have to offer me as a friend, even as a romantic partner? Like, you know, like
What's your character?
What's your character?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can be rolling in money for all I care. What can you offer me in quality? Because I'm already catering to my lifestyle. Yeah. I pay my bills. This is my life. You're gonna fit into it.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, what can you offer me?
Yeah. No, that's beautiful because they always say, like, you know, if they took away that fancy car, who would you be then?
Right.
You know, because shit.
That's half the shit you talk about.
That's half the shit you talk about, you know what I'm saying? Some people that, like, I'll never forget when we was younger. You probably remember the old house, the very first house?
I remember vaguely.
Vaguely?
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember some of the kids out there and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so we was at the bus stop right by the park. There was always this dude in a Corvette that when he turned the corner, he would be hella loud. And trying to smash down the street and stuff to show off he got a Corvette. And it was like, you know, it was cool at the time, but then now as I'm older, it's like, bro, you showing off the kids.
Yeah.
Like, who you showing off to right now? Like, okay, if you was 13 in the Corvette, okay, I understand it, but shit, you a grown ass man showing off to 13 or 14 years old. I got a Corvette, I got a nice car, and it's like, that's part all you do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or shit. They talk about the people that their relationships are dead because they go outside and wash their car all day long. They wash the car 4 times a week.
And it's like, bro, it's a car.
It's a car.
It's going to get dirty.
It's a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I feel like I'll drive around that El Camino and that shit was dirty as hell. Cause my eyes, it was just a car. It was a point A to point B. Everybody loved it though. Everybody wanted to buy it off me. I'm like, no, not for sale.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even think about a selling price for this because it's not my car, first of all. And then two, this is a family. Like, you know, this is bigger than for sale. Like, this is staying with the family because it means more than that. So, yeah.
I was gonna say the only time I get my car washed really is if, you know, if I'm busy and like the inside is just kind of dirty and I just want it cleaned up. But like if the outside is dirty, okay, I'll wait with Vegas's random ass weather to get a free car wash. If that doesn't happen, then I'll just go to the gas station and get like one of those wipers, clean off the windows so I can see, and then keep it pushing.
Right. Yeah, like, I mean, I learned to take care of cars because I've always been taught to do it. But yeah, I'll do the $5 car wash or shit, I'll do it because it's a Sunday morning. It's nice outside. Let's go enjoy this weather and spray my car off. I don't dry it. I'll spray the hell off. I'll brush it and I'll drive off the car wash with it wet. And like then the air from the car is going, the air from me driving is going to dry this bitch off. So yes. So
but
I know
owning too many things overwhelms me now.
Yes.
I can't have too many. It's like to the point like when I get home, that's my sanctuary, and that's the only place I don't feel overwhelmed.
Yeah, because you don't have too much to like necessarily worry about in a sense.
No.
Or like think about.
Like I'm the type of girl like I'll have backups like. Because I love shampoo, so I'm not gonna run out of shampoo. But you know what I mean? But I have like the one brand that I know I like. That's the one brand I know I need, and I'll have a backup of it. But I won't go and buy like 300 shampoos so that I don't like hoarder things. Yeah. And then another thing is I can't have words in my home. Like I can't have like you know how some home decor is like kitchen or blessed, and it's like. Your brain shouldn't be reading. You shouldn't be thinking when you're at home. You should just be relaxed. And it's kind of like I get overwhelmed if there's too much stuff.
No, I feel that.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. You actually led to my next question. Cause I was gonna ask like, what are some of the difficult parts about being a minimalist?
I would say one of the difficult parts. I don't want to say that I don't feel like I'm a selfish person, but I feel like I do in a way put myself first for a lot of things. And that's just because I always look like, how is this gonna like help me? How is this gonna fit into my lifestyle? Right. Or how is this gonna help me, you know?
Yeah, no, ain't nothing wrong with that because, you know, my problem is I'm a giver.
Yeah. So
there'll be times where it's like, I'll give when I know I probably shouldn't be doing it, but just because I know the person's in a situation, needs some help, and I have the ability to do it, you go, okay, let me help you out. You know, like this weekend I bought my sister a new tail light for her car because her fucking battery, her damn bulb was melted into the tail light. And
you said tail light. Okay.
Yeah, the whole tail light.
Bro,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Melted?
The bulb was melted into the tail light, bro. So I couldn't just twist off the bulb. I had to literally like take off the whole tail light and like wedge it out. And by the time I finally got the little piece out, the socket, the socket out.
Yeah.
I tried to pull the bulb out. The bulb wouldn't come out. It took me 30 minutes to get the bulb out. And then of course, as you try to do it, it's plastic, so something broke.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I'm just gonna get you a whole new tail light. But then she was like, I don't have it right now. I was like, you know what? I got it right now, so I'll help you out with it.
Yeah.
You know. But then in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have been like, you SOL.
Yeah.
You know, but that's my sister. She'll never ask for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I can help you out.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's kind of like I feel like when people have like that mentality of money, those people are like the ones that you kind of filter out. Helping your sister is not like a bad thing.
Yeah.
That's more like that could also be for you, you know, like, you know, it makes me feel good to help my sister. Because even though go ahead. Because even though I think about myself first, I actually see like I make room for people. You know what I mean? But it's like if I find value in you, I'll make room for you. I'll make it work.
Right.
So I kind of like that.
I feel that.
Cause I was gonna say like, I mean, it's like you said, she doesn't ask for much, if at all.
Your sister, right? Yeah.
Nah,
my sister.
Yeah, your family tree.
Yeah,
I need another diagram. You guys tried to explain earlier, but I was like, right.
But I mean, like, in a sense, like, if you trust the person and they, like you said, they have value because they add to your life as you add to theirs, and it's not like necessarily you're not feeling cheated in any way.
Exactly.
You know, you expect them to be them, and because they're being them, they add to your life and vice versa. Like, if you trust them enough to, you know, get you back, or you just know them and you want to be giving and graceful, then be that graceful. It doesn't matter, but like, I feel you need to question the things when, like, you know, kind of bring it back to the alchemist. If it happens once, it'll never happen again. But if it happens twice, it'll definitely happen a third time.
Exactly.
If you see people abusing your kindness and stuff, that's when you take it back. I feel like that's the balance of kind of just being, in my opinion, like a good-natured person. I'm also a giver just because of how we grew up.
Right.
But, you know, I'll give you that one chance, but if it keeps happening and it doesn't seem like nothing's changing, then I'm gonna have to cut that shit off. But I wouldn't give you anything that that's gonna fuck up my well so I can't give to myself or other people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, didn't I just lose a friend?
Yeah, because of that.
Because she was like, a girl that I'm not very close to is getting married, right? And she invited me to her wedding, and I was like, to me, that was like, I thought that was amazing that she invited me and that she took the time to make sure I received the invitation and that it got to my home and everything. So out of respect, I RSVP, because to me, somebody going to all that trouble, actually, invitations cost money, especially wedding invitations. They're expensive, they're not cheap. Right. And she made sure I got one. So I was like, okay, out of respect and consideration, I'm gonna RSVP to the wedding. But we're not very close. We know each other out of a mutual friend. So then this mutual friend is like planning a bachelorette party, and they're trying to do like a 3-day thing, and she's like telling me all these prices and all that stuff. And then I was like, oh, cool. I was like, okay, cool. I might be able to do one of those 3 days. I'm not sure. And she was like, well, I need an answer because it's in a few weeks. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, in that case,
cancel me out.
I was like, cancel me out because I have a few things coming up. Like, it's also around my birthday, so I already have plans for my birthday, so I want to save up, I'm obviously going to value my birthday. So, I was like, you know what, I'm sorry, I won't be able to make it. And then it's like a whole like explosion, like, I feel like you never want to hang out with my friends, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, whoa, like, calm down. I was like, listen, they're your friends. I don't have to make time for your friends. I'll make time for you because you're my friend, but I don't have to make time for your friends. Right. At the end of the day, I feel like she also said like, oh, but I hang out with your friends. And I'm like, my friends met you, they liked you, they went out of their own way to invite you, they asked me to invite you. It's your choice if you want to go or not.
And even then, it's not a big press. It's not like press, it's not because you don't come that I'm gonna be like, oh no, fuck you or whatever. It's like, yo, I just extended the invite.
I'll extend the invite, but I'm still going. Like, if you don't go or not go, I'm not gonna be like, oh, that person's a bad friend because my friend invited you and you didn't go. Like, I don't overthink things like that. Like, like there's just like, cool. I feel like I'm always constantly vibing. I guess I'm just going with the flow. Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah, and I think that's beautiful because, I had a similar situation with my coworker. It was her birthday, and I was like, I'll go to dinner. But I'm not going downtown. Because you already know I don't go downtown. And then all her plans for this, that, and the third got canceled. And so it turned out the only thing she was doing was downtown. And I was like, okay, well, shit, I'll see you in the office on Monday then.
Like, why aren't you coming?
Yeah. But then it's kind of like, why do you need that many people? Why do you need to do that? And you know why? Because they need to post it on their stories. They need to have 100 friends. That to them gives them some type of value. Instead of them reflecting inwards and being like, why do I need this to even begin with? There's so many times I go out, I don't even post it.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, like I'm like, I don't know.
Because it's your experience. You're enjoying your experience. You're being in the moment.
In the moment, yeah.
No, I think that's beautiful though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and those are the nights I remember the most, and the ones I posted on my Instagram. Here's the thing. If I posted on my Instagram, I'm probably bored.
Yeah. It happened already.
Yeah, like I'm just like on my phone, just recording, because it's like an okay time for me.
No, I understand that one too. That's sick.
That's why social media is kind of fake.
Social media is super fake. Yeah, social media is super fake. Like, social media is what keep people from being minimalist because, or like you have a minimalist lifestyle in all aspects with your contact. You know what I'm saying? The people you contact with, the way you spend your money, spend your time.
But then if you go through my Instagram, you wouldn't think that.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. People go to your Instagram, you wouldn't think it, but shit, that's just pictures.
They're just pictures.
You didn't actually know this person for who they are and what they are.
No.
Yeah, it's like, if you only knew I wear that shirt like every day, but it's only posted once on my Instagram. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you better than me. I post the same hoodie all the time.
That's fast. And the white one kind of clean though.
No, the white one cold as hell. But the only time I post is when I got a haircut, and 9 or 10 times is the day I got cut, and then I always tag my barber in there. I'm saying, go make sure you go check out Mortal Crafts. That's who got me.
Right.
I'm a number 5 in Mortal Crafts. You guys want your haircut? But no, and I think that's like beautiful though, because I think a lot of people, like you said, they force stuff. You know what I'm saying? They force friendships. They force things that they don't need because they believe they need it. They force posts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you see people that just post shit all day long. You be like, bitch, you ain't posting nothing.
And you know what's crazy? The craziest thing that to me of the overall minimalistic concept that I was not expecting, because in my head I'm like, okay, I was like, I'm only gonna buy one of everything. As things are used, I'm gonna replace them. Like I had all these rules because there is like minimalist guidelines and stuff that you need to follow in order to have that lifestyle. So I started like following them, and naturally they become habits. But I didn't realize as I was decluttering my life, I was changing my views of the world, which was the most unexpected thing. Because in my head, I thought, oh, I'm just gonna get rid of this clutter, I'm just gonna get rid of these clothes, these shoes, I'm gonna get rid of all the stuff that I don't need. And then my view of the world also changed along with that. I was decluttering my mind, which is kind of like the one surprising thing that I was not expecting out of that. That was like the one thing that I was like, whoa.
Yeah. I love how she's just answering all my questions before I even gonna ask them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that question down too. Like, what was one thing that came out being a minimalist that you didn't expect, but she didn't answer?
Let her cook.
Exactly.
And it's a process too, because it's a mental game. You are in denial at first and be like, am I crazy?
Yeah.
Like, am I being like extra by doing this? And then slowly your life starts getting better.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, it's all making sense.
Yeah, because you don't need all that shit. You really don't. Yeah.
No, and I think, that's one thing my therapist always says, like, go home and clean your house up. And throw away the stuff that you thought you need that you don't need. And as you start making that space in your house, your home represents your mind.
Yeah.
So like if your mind is cluttered, 9 out of 10 times your house is cluttered.
And I didn't like doing it, and I hated doing it as a kid. It's like cleaning your room and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like, I make my bed every day after I get out and just like make sure, it's just clean. Like every weekend or like a free day that I get, I'll go home and try to just clean out like one area of my like room. Like recently I just did the corner next to my desk where like some of my instruments are, but then it used to be like this box where I kept like some of my rave stuff, and then like a whole bunch of grocery like non-plastic bags from like natural grocers and stuff like that was just kind of piled up. It was just like, now it's finally bugging me, and it's like it's giving me anxiety, and I don't feel like comfortable in my room. Let me just take a day, let me listen to some dude talk about this book, and let me just clean out this area real quick. And now it's just like a lot cleaner. There's only necessity stuff there, and then I can actually access my instruments without like moving too much out the way. Then I clean my desk, my bedside's clean, it's new. I can actually walk around in my room. The air purifier that I have is like so much more freeing, and like I can actually sleep and not wake up with too much sinus issues anymore. It's like, and just constantly like just maintaining that along with the bathroom and stuff like that, it's just way more peaceful and decluttering. And then I only do what I need to, and I enjoy just being in my room just to chill, not doing anything, not playing any games, just like laying in my bed. Just
question, don't you feel like sometimes you have a bad day, something went terribly wrong, but as soon as you get to your room, or you're like I feel like that when I get home, because I feel like at least once a day I'm getting yelled by a patient or something. But as soon as I get home, I forget that's my sanctuary, everything's clean. It's kind of like a self-care. Once I'm there, it's like everything's relaxing. I know there in that space I have no worries, and I'm just like,
and it makes it better because it's like, okay, if your bed's already made because you kind of made it this morning, it's like, okay, drop my bag, come into the room, sit on the bed, or undress, get into my comfortable clothes, and now I can just sit back on my bed just chilling. I don't gotta do, if I want to go back to sleep, well, it's comfortable, it's cool, it's laid out already, and then take a nap, or my desk is clean, so now let me go cook up a beat or hop on the game with you guys without moving too much stuff. It's like I can do everything I want, including relaxation, after I've had like a hard day at work.
And I'm so selective to the point that not a lot of people know where I live.
Yeah.
Like,
they shouldn't know.
You should know where you live. Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna be hosting parties at my place unless I'm like confident that it's people I can trust.
Right.
Yeah, like I take care of my sanctuary that much that if you know where I live, I care about you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah. That's real. Like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you.
Yeah.
My sage is strong.
Yeah.
So if y'all wouldn't walk, if you wouldn't make up the stairs, I'm like, oh yeah, she's bad vibes because my stage is blocking her energy from coming up in here. But no, I stage my house daily. Like same thing. Like it's only a few handful of people. Yes, I record the show here, but shit, Donovan, though, you don't get the address for the show until day of.
Yeah.
To why I know you're for sure coming.
Because if you're,
Oh, like he drove me here today. Like I don't even know the address.
Oh, well, yeah, I could pick you up, but like I don't.
But yeah, it's you know, it's people that's times where you know they flake the day of, they disappear, they stop talking to us. You know what I'm saying? You're like, damn, you stop texting me. Blah blah. I'm glad to give my address then, because then that'll give you the opportunity to just pop up when you want to or whatever. Even if you are cool or whatever. Shit, at the end of the day, I don't trust nobody to that point.
Shoot,
you know?
Most of the time you give them the address and you don't even give them the gate code until they show up to the gate. They don't get no
gate code until they say I'm outside, I'm on the way, and then I give them the gate code. But I didn't know you were on the way. Like, yeah, I take my room to shit. I don't think your mom hasn't been over here yet.
No, that's dad. Oh yeah,
my dad, my mom. That's it. You know, my stepmom hasn't been here yet. My sister hasn't been here yet. Yeah, it's been a few handful of people that's only been to my house. I'm ducked off in the cut, other side of the city. Nobody knows where I'm at.
Because that's how I feel about the parents' house, just in general. Well, first off, it's not my fucking house. Second, like even from high school, I didn't really have many people over. It was Alondra, then our friend group that we had, maybe a few select others, but other than that, I'm not endangering my family for some people that I barely know. Like I need to trust you. I need to know who the fuck you are, what type of time you're on. Make sure that I know you're not going to go into any room and try to take something or destroy something. Like you're not ignorant or something. Maybe if I throw a party, but like everybody's staying the fuck downstairs and monitored. And then I have people that are close to me because I have quality friendship that's monitoring as well. Exactly. So it's like, yo, got to keep the quality and being minimalist.
That is true.
Yeah.
Because when I'm at your place and I'm at a party and there's people I don't know, I watch them. I didn't realize now that you mentioned that. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
I guess we do monitor out of respect for our friends, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. Yeah, no, I mean that's what it is. It's like it's family at the end of the day. Like my family comes over, I used to throw kickbacks at the parents' house. Yeah. You know, shit. My cousins is always the first one there. They there a whole hour before anybody get there. Yeah. And I let them know, you know, nobody going upstairs, help me move this out the way, move that out the way. You know what I'm saying? Nobody touch these bottles.
But if you have good quality of friends, they'll respect that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and then you never know. Some people come over and, you know, they get drunk and want to try to like, nah, dude, you ain't going upstairs. Ain't no sneaking out. Ain't none of that bullshit.
Nope.
Like
you can go in your car.
You can go in your car. You can go in the backyard. That's the most you got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The backyard is probably off limits too. So shit.
And it's crazy how decluttering brought us this whole conversation.
Exactly.
That is so crazy.
No, because it's funny because you said decluttering, and I was just thinking about, you see my shoes right there. I took my shoelaces out and let them soaked, and I just haven't washed them yet. And I feel like that's a representation of me. I start a lot of stuff, but I don't finish it. I need to go back and finish it. So that's a representation of my life, though. So
shoot, you need to you reminded me I need to get like new shoelaces for my Chucks. Cause I don't know why the fuck I was so mad one day. Where was I? Cause I think I was at church or something, and where was I? No, it was at the diversity training for my job.
How did you converse your training for your job with church?
Because I had church right after.
I was like, wait, those are two different.
It was on Saturday.
Okay.
Because we got overtime for it.
I'll be like chapel, diversity training, chapel.
Like I was tightening it, right? And like I saw it was kind of getting worn, and then I pull, and it just snaps.
Oh wow!
Like right in the middle, like halfway down the shoe. I'm just like, wow. I'm like, I don't even know what to do. I don't even have it like. There's no long enough shoelace I have at home that could go up that high. I'm like, I just gotta go to like Converse or something and just
brand new tuck.
Yeah. And it's like it doesn't help that my feet are so damn big too.
Another thing that helps, you get rid of the things you don't need and they get new ones.
Get new ones. Exactly.
You don't have that connection to things where it's like
detachment.
My detachment skills are so good, so much better now. But I also like a lot of things happen in my life that were not easy to go through, but I feel like it was less stressful. Definitely, because I didn't have.
You're not a hoarder. You don't hold on too hard.
I didn't hold to the holding on to the actual artifacts, to actual things, it was a lot easier for me to get rid of. And the pain was not as
long and tough.
It was too long. It was too grieving. Grieving. Yeah, grieving. It was difficult, but I didn't have. I kind of realized like I need to get rid of this. Yeah.
You gotta learn to let this go.
You gotta let it go. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Sprinkling.
Let it go.
Minimalist and decluttering helps you let it go.
Yeah.
No, it really does. And then I guess I learned to live for me, not for what it's expected of me, and that has made me a lot more successful.
Yeah. Exactly. Self-love, you can't beat self-love. Like, self-love is the ultimate love that you can do.
And I notice a lot of people get mad at that.
Really?
Let them.
I noticed that the more I do stuff for me, the more certain people get mad, which are the people that I have to cut off.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta. Well, if you're doing what's happy for you, then the people that's for you is going to want you to do what's happy for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's my mindset. The ones who are for you will applaud you. And the ones who aren't for you will be jealous and upset.
Because you kind of don't fit their narrative.
Exactly.
Which is kind of insane. It's like they need you for their narrative, and it's like, no, like, do stuff for you.
For you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like I said, like I said in another phone conversation that we had, but I was like, if you need to go move back to Texas, like, go do that. Do what you need.
Do what you need to do.
Do what you need to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like, shit, if I'm your true friend, I'm here for you either way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, do what's truly best for you, and that's why, sometimes I love my family, because there be times like, man, I know we doing something, but I'm not coming over there. I need to chill out with myself. Oh, okay. They don't black eyelash. Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Agent needs to chill. He needs to chill.
Right.
It is what it is.
Or sometimes at some of the family events, like at some point, my social battery just tanks.
Yeah,
and I just go in my room. Yeah.
And you know what? Recently, there's this person that thinks so much like me, and it's crazy. Like we both think about like doing things on our own and stuff. And I noticed that I was like, when they're more similar to me, the more I want to be around them.
Yeah.
And I kind of was like, I was becoming very like, I don't know, attached
to them.
You was gravitating. Yeah.
I was gravitating to them to the point that I wanted to be around them so much. And then I was like, oh, hold up, but we think so much alike.
Because things are aligning.
Yeah, I mean, that's birds of a feather flock together, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you guys figure out, like, oh, damn, we might be a part of the same flock. Like, because I'm on the opposite, same thing. I'm like, when I start seeing people like,
I was becoming too much, though. I'm be honest. I was like becoming too much, I guess, based on what I was told. But I was like, but then I realized I had that connection. No, it's because we think so much alike.
Right.
But yeah, no, mindsets, they drag you together. Like, there's people too, like, shit, I started to realize that, damn, our mindsets are so off and different. The way you think stuff or the way you react. And it's like, I need to back away because you're making me negative now. You're making me off.
Oh, yeah. And it was easier for me to kind of like walk away and take a step back and be like, oh, shoot, let me like back away. I get what you're saying. Let me take 300 steps back.
No,
it makes me more understanding too.
I mean, shoot, you understand yourself as a different individual, and you're not going to vibe with everybody, which in turn gives you the understanding and compassion for other people.
Yeah,
because I don't take anything personal. I'm like, hey, you're doing that for you. I get it now.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. You're doing that for you, and I understand it. Best of luck to you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to beat you up. Nothing like that.
Yeah.
I just inquired. I didn't ask for you. I didn't set an expectation. I just inquired. Yeah.
Exactly. So, Alo, I know we run out of time here.
Yeah.
So I just have to ask you, 2 questions that we always ask all our guests that come on the show.
Oh, okay.
So first question
you already know.
is, where are you still swimming to? Definitely with your minimalist lifestyle. Where are you still swimming to? Like, where are your goals that you have?
Well, I was like, I was thinking.
No, not actually swimming. But,
I was like,
I mean, technically swimming. Mentally.
I always tell Donovan, like, what did he tell you? Oh, let's keep swinging instead of...
So we was...
Let's keep swinging?
I was hanging out with them. Then we had like a phone call with Shrina and Fernando. And she was like, oh yeah, we should just start a podcast. And it was like, oh, let's just keep swinging.
Wow.
And it'll be,
will sue you.
And it'll be it's a whole different name, but the opposite. Sorry, let me answer the question.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
No, sorry, that reminded me of that conversation. But I guess with my minimalist lifestyle, I actually discover a new part of me that I didn't know I liked, but I'm actually surprisingly into a minimalistic home decor.
Oh.
And then I kind of feel like I kind of want to dive more into interior design.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just in general?
Well, interior design kind of to help you create a space that suits you. You know, like, but interior design where kind of like it helps you, it's minimalistic, it's still trendy, it's good quality, but it's to ease your mind when you're at home, because that should be your sanctuary. And I feel like I can help people with that.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times I go to people's homes like, do you need help decorating? Do you need help moving things? Can I organize your closet? Like those things excite me.
Hey, I like it.
I'm an testament to that.
Oh, she's trying to dump your room, huh?
That's been said a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah. But I do that with everybody, so.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So, and then the next question I always ask everybody is there a quote you would like to leave with us today? Leave with us today.
A quote.
Yes. Definitely a quote for, the way you talk about your lifestyle now, how everything's changed and stuff like that. Has there been a quote that maybe has stuck with you recently or in the past that you still just rock with?
Oh, yeah. Like, I guess life happens for you, not to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of like, that's what I think that kind of goes hand in hand. Like, I live for me. Life is happening for me. It's not happening to me. Like that, when things go bad, it's easier for me to get up and move forward, because I'm like, what am I supposed to learn? What am I supposed to do?
Yeah, right.
The process, though, hurts. Yeah, the process, like, of getting up and just, it hurts, but
It's
at
for the
least
better.
it's,
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's very
Every
good
L
one.
is a lesson.
Every L is a lesson.
Every other's a lesson. I love it. I love it.
Let's keep swinging.
Yes, ma'am. So, Alo, I just want to say thank you so much for joining us today on this episode. Definitely changing it, with the mindsets you brought. Definitely minimalist lifestyle. I think, you touched on a whole bunch of great topics today. And if anything, like I said, you taught me something new for sure today. So I appreciate you.
You guys taught me a few things too.
Yeah. See, we help each other out. So
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back and scratch your back. So thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your time and everything. Bros, thank you for another great episode.
Of course.
Yes, thank you. You already know we got more magic coming soon.
Yes.
Everybody out there listening today, I hope you guys had a wonderful day, a splendid afternoon, a marvelous evening. You already know where to find us at. Make sure to sign up for your Audible if you haven't signed up for it yet. Get you 30 days of free knowledge. That's the least we can do for you guys. Take advantage of it. You be helping us out. We're giving us $15 just for signing up. So just want to say I appreciate everybody out there listening today. Great day, marvelous afternoon, splendid evening.
You already hit it, but do it.
And remember to just keep swimming.
And don't talk to strangers.
Oh,
I mean, stranger danger.
but like some strangers are.
Have you seen those documentaries? You know what they all did? Talk to a stranger.
I mean, okay, well that's true. That's how they did.
What?
They talked to strangers. For
Like
documentaries.
those murder documentaries.
Yeah.
Man, that's a murder documentary. You know how many strangers helped me out in my life? Shoot, I'm gonna go talk about 20 strangers tomorrow.
Oh.
I mean, I'm on the football
you're on the
field.
football
Shit, I don't know
field,
these
okay.
kids' parents. Somehow they go, oh, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, your son's okay.
You know what?
Your son's okay.
For his search party, I'd be like, I told him.
Anyways, just keep swimming.
Yeah, just keep swimming. Say
And
it for one
swinging.
time.
You got.
Okay, swimming.
You gotta say the whole thing.
Huh?
It's a phrase.
Oh, just keep swinging. I mean, swimming. Wait.
She about to get her ass canceled before you even go online.
No, cut that out.
No,
cut that
you
out.
putting it out.
No, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Yeah, cut that out.